What's up, YouTube? Capital G here. Got an excellent replay for you guys to check out. And this is a turn one Tierra, a card that I thought was pretty much impossible to summon in general. No, apparently if you run enough random shit in your deck, you can get this card out fairly easily. And if you're going first, obviously your opponent's entire hand is just resting pepperonis, as you guys are going to see here. So this is ABC Junishishi or ABC Zodiac Beast with parent Seahorse and a whole bunch of other random crazy shit. Because remember, you have to have a bunch of different card names to summon Tierra in the first place. And I'm actually in this duel. I'm here at the top playing ABCs, and I am not a meta slave. Before anybody calls me a meta slave, I found this deck list on MST TV's channel, and I was just like, well, this looks like a really good standard, rank 4 ABC, and I kind of needed a rank 4 ABC for like tag duels and whatnot. So I decided to go ahead and net deck it, throw it on here, and I just, randomly picked it to test it out. I think it was like saved as my default deck because it was like the last deck that I had uploaded or whatever. So let me go ahead and roll this and just be surprised by all the random shit you're going to see at this deck in the bottom. But honestly, between ABCs and Junishishi, maybe this means you can play these two decks together. All right, so he blows up his spell. He gets a card and then he exceeds. He's got the Scrap Goblin, guys. He goes into Yazzie, blows up the Yazzie. Here comes the parent Seahorse, one of my favorite. It's not my favorite part of the video, but one of my favorite parts of the video, because I didn't even remember what the fuck this card did. I was like, what does this card even do? Isn't it a worm? That's the only thing I remembered about it. Goes into Excel Synchron, dropping the Jet in the Grave. Goes into the Denlong, then goes into Backseat. You're gonna see a lot of Yang Zings in this video, by the way. Scrap Goblin comes out. We got Oracle of the Zephyr. He's setting the pendulum scales. He goes in to net this, and then he overlays that for a bullhorn. I'm like, okay, what the? I didn't understand what was happening. My favorite part of the video is when he gets the what's it called? When he gets the Lunar Light Black Sheep, because I love Lunar Light. So I was like, wait a minute, we got Lunar Lights up in this bitch, and it is searchable by bullhorn. So Lunar Lights are getting kind of like an indirect buff by Junishishi Zodiac Beast. All right, so he still doesn't have Tierra. He's going to blow up his Oracle of the Zephyr. But yeah, he still doesn't have his Tierra. And now he does. And he has a lot of cards. So when he actually goes for his normal summon, which he gets another one because of Ancient Fairy Dragon, you look at how many cards he actually controls. And hot damn, guys, it's a lot of different names. And bam, there you go. He fucking summons Tierra turn one, and obviously I lose my entire hand. Everything goes back to the deck, and that is a lot of shit. Now the thing is, because he went first, obviously he doesn't get a battle phase, and I didn't summon my Crushed Wyvern because I was like, it's just gonna get run over. There's no point. I might as well just take the direct attack. I kind of feel like, and I did, you guys don't have to tell me, I did luck sack him by top decking the Desires into Anti-Spell Fragrance, so he couldn't really get rid of the Black Sheep in his hand. Obviously he had to set the Magical Mallow or whatever. But obviously when you run this many crazy tech shit in your deck loses a lot of its consistency. So after, I feel like once you summon Tierra, there's like, what exactly is the follow-up play? You basically have to hope that your opponent breaks. In my opinion, I think that when you summon Tierra, I think you should just win the duel. Like, I think if you can summon it turn one and you beat me, I'm perfectly fine with that, because if you look at his deck and all the crazy shit that you have to run to make it somewhat consistent, like if you lose to that, I'm fine with that. I mean, if somebody is able to go like 8-1 in a regional summoning Tierra turn one, like, dude, you deserve it. You deserve it just as much as somebody who plays, Meta Slave ABC or, Meta Foes. Like, I wouldn't be mad at that. Yeah, I just feel like with Tierra, because of how difficult it is to summon it, and the fact that she doesn't really offer herself any protection. Maybe they should have built her as like a Towers, where she's completely unaffected by everything, and like, special summon monsters lose like 1,000 attack and defense or something like that. Outside of that, I feel like if you summon her turn one, you should pretty much win, because there are chances like this where, your opponent top decks like a Desires, and, they get 2 cards and they're able to make like, something to get over your Tierra, and then you're playing like a super inconsistent deck. But it is kind of fun, because originally, again, I thought that the card was going to be fucking impossible to summon, and no, apparently you can summon it pretty easily turn one. So just a little spicy replay I wanted to show you guys, show you that Tierra is, I guess, a card that you can easily put on board if you're willing to put enough crazy stuff in your deck. Anyways, if you guys enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you have not already.